I'll do the. But I'm just
the main thing our responsibility right now is getting a budget put together, and I'm behind on that. I was hoping to have something to pass around the committee members by the middle of this week, and that, but I won't be able to work on it probably till Saturday.
Well, that's normal for people who have other jobs, right?
Yeah, you do have commitments.
Yeah. So if you're anything like me, I know when we're running out of money at my house. I don't know all the nuts and bolts. I kind of watch, and I have this feeling for what the numbers are. And it's rare that I'm surprised. Of course, it's never enough, but it's rare that I'm surprised that. So I guess since you've done this before, you're the right guy to have following this. Just to let you know, as a matter of housekeeping there, I'm recording this so that others who can't attend can hear what we have here.
Sure, sounds good.
I was hoping that Kevin could call in. Kevin had some concerns that I didn't quite totally understand, but he's an important voice around here, and I wanted to know, has the local, the relationships among the different groups, are they, has it been settled yet, or is that
I don't know on that, but in my, excuse me, my discussions with Jim Harvey and Bill Moylan, we're looking to, of course, for seed money, getting $4,000 from IS, getting $1,000 from the Southeastern Michigan section, and $1,000 from the PES-IS chapter. So that's how we're looking to do it right now.
Okay. All right. And that's probably enough then, I imagine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just.
Now, there's not a whole lot of upfront money you need.
Okay. Anything? Any thoughts, Wei-Jen? I think you threw a number around like $40,000. Do I recall?
Oh, the total is about 35,000 for the whole event. Okay. And but I only have about 70 people show up.
That was in Texas, right?
That's in Texas.
Yeah.
So I don't know what would be the figure in Detroit. Because of the number of the participant, hotel may charge you the facility.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And also, well, since in the school, I do have access to the video projector, so we didn't rent the video projector from the hotel.
Okay, so that's just one less thing we have to deal. That would be nice to. That would be nice if you could bring that one. I'm picking around for my website again. Sometimes I lose track of them.
Okay, well, do you have a local university can provide those?
Oh yeah, though that's what makes me a little bit nutty is that I want to make sure that we capture, we're rolling out this committee, and I want to make sure that there's all hands on deck as far as helping with it, but also to get some of the ideas.
Basically, what I did is, okay, I asked hotel to set up the podium and provide the podium, provide a cable. So I drop in the equipment, connect it up, and then that's it. Yeah. So I do order the screen, okay, the podium, the screen, the video stand, and then that's about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we do have the option of bringing in our own AV equipment. Right now, we're presently, unless someone comes up with a good supply of equipment, we're looking to use the hotel's equipment.
The hotel normally will charge you, if you for the complete package. Here, they charge me about $600 to $700 per day per room.
What was your price?
About $6 to $700 per day per room.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. Then 24% service charge plus 8.25% tax.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's costly. I actually have been communicating with the people at the Marriott because I have this fantasy. At this point, I believe, based on it's purely a fantasy, that we could have a large group of colleges and universities in Europe, or at least around the country, call in. I think between a nominal, maybe $100 remote attendance fee and some stipend from manufacturers, and I did send letters out. Just so you know, I did send some letters out to Siemens and ABB and Schneider and Eaton and General Electric about the conference, so they now know about it at least, and they know I'll be hustling them for sponsorships. And some of those sponsorships, if they want to be have global reach and have relationships with other specifiers, then I hope they could. So anyway, I'm hustling for sponsors, which is why I wanted to get moving on the website, because the website allows me to give a gathering place for people who might come speak, people who might register, present, and also mostly for sponsors at this point.
Okay. Yeah, I only have one sponsor in the conference I host. Okay. Oh, it came from ETAP, and so what I did is on the reception. I asked him, he want to sponsor the reception or he want to sponsor the dinner. So ETAP pick up the reception, and then we give them the space to display their product in the reception room. So that worked out good because it's more like their hospitality suite.
Yeah. Now, does Massimo still work there?
No, he works for Eaton now.
Yeah. So do we have contacts at ETAP?
Well, the Bill Moran know Farouk, the owner of the ETAP.
Oh. What's his name? Farouk. I know him, don't I? I think I'm pretty sure I know him.
Yeah, you should be.
No, somebody else.
Yeah, I just sent him the email. Which one you want? Okay, dinner or reception? He picked the reception.
Oh, I see. Of course. Yeah. Let me see if I have his email address here. Farouk, F-A.
Yeah, that was because I look at it. That was about $4,500.
Okay. So what we have to do is get his email address, which is.
Bill has it.
Right here? No. Oh, here we are. This is him, right?
Who?
Is this him? No?
Farouk?
Guess not.
No. ETAP Farouk. No.
I'm just doing a... So this would be a potential... So who has enough of a relationship with them to approach them?
We bought the software for them. So...
I mean Steve Townsend?
Bill Moran.
Oh, Bill Moylan. Okay, so... Well, I guess I don't want to interfere in an existing relationship, so I guess that would be on. I guess that would be something that I would defer to Bill on. But you know, I'm one that wants to sort of work things a little bit every week, and so I guess what I'll do is ask him some questions about what sponsors can we, you know, who's going to do the hustle on the different sponsors. So.
Basically, Rashid also has very good experience finding a sponsor.
Okay.
They,
Okay.
they did it a different way. Okay? For Rashik is basically they divided into a $500 coupon, more like a coupon. And each sponsor, they basically purchase how many coupons, then depends on how much they want to contribute.
Okay.
So that's ask Rashik on his approach.
Okay. And of course, Don's first priority, it strikes me, is just getting the budget, and Hal is here, so I might be asking Hal to approach.
Okay. Let me just let you know, in 2006 when we had a conference here in Detroit on that, actually it was out in Dearborn on that, we had Square D contributed 5,000, iGuard 4,000, Detroit Metropolitan Convention and Visitors Bureau gave us 400, Orion Engineering gave us 400, WH Salisbury gave us 400, Schweitzer Engineering Laboratories gave us 400, and S&C Electric, which is Snyder, gave us 400.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's who we got it from. I got my final financial report from 2006. We had just shy of 110 attendees. We had almost $69,000 in revenue and about $46,000 in expenses. We had a surplus of $23,000.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay, so that's why you're in your comfort zone. Well, okay, we can approach all of those. I'll tell you the ones I feel like I'm so spread out. I really would rather I'll deal with the multinationals. Plus, because part of the job I already have to do is to, as you might notice here on my Twitter site, that I'm attentive to the multinationals largely because their information is free and open to the public. So, for example, this is one that that would have an interest. They're doing a lot of work in our industry. So I feel like I can do the large suppliers where their information is publicly available, but beyond that, I think, given that I've got to deal with colleges and universities, and they can be a very large asset to this, in both sides of on both sides of the river here, right? I'm working that I don't think I would like to approach anybody who's already been approached and has the trust of other engineers. So I guess I'd like to say Mike will focus on because I've already done that. Mike will focus on sponsorship of the multinationals, and that's not too far away from what I have to do anyway, multinationals and the UNH colleges and universities. And I want every one of them. I want Mercy, I want Lawrence Tech, I want K-12 schools, I want everybody in that area to know about it, and to get, especially that guy that's wearing many hats. A lot of school districts will have one electrical guy, and he does lighting. He might even be doing the testing the emergency generators, and he's supervising a couple mechanics and a lady who changes the light bulbs, or a guy who changes the light bulbs. So, there's a lot there. So I guess I'm just going to say, and I need to focus, and because I'm also doing the web work. That's the limit of what I'm able to do. So I'll continue with the multinationals, which would mean other people like Carrie and others who I'll deal with them. I already have dealt with them, but some of the others I just don't have time. I'd spread too thin, and so this is being recorded, so it's for the record. That's as much as I can do. So I do hope that others will pick up about sponsorships and how should we do that? I guess I can talk to Jim and Bill privately about how we organize our approaches to our sponsors. They're going to all want to have a nice website, and I'm open to any suggestions about what's more. I will tell you, I don't know if that's not our website. Where's our website? Where's our website? See, here's what happens when you let's go back right here. Now remember, this website is just for planning purposes, and I can make it private. Now that we have a public website, I've been able to put a few things in here. I've taken very seriously what has been said about wanting to make sure the spouses want to come. So I can put some information in here that doesn't require a lot of other people collaborating with me. Well, one thing we'll have to deal with, some of the stuff just can't be done until the 2015 one is over. But I will say also that I've been able to rally some people to help out. So Ryan at Oakland will help, and anybody, again, trying to be inclusive. If anybody, for example, Don, you know, University of Detroit Mercy, I'd be happy to reach out to them, or maybe that's something you want to do. So there's not going to be one college or school or university in this area that I'm not going to try to touch up to get attendance and to get authors. And well, this is another thing too. I put this on here because some of us want to present in October, but I took the calendar you gave me, Wei-Jen, and I just basically translated it and put it over here. I had to change these dates. So I've been one that has struggled a lot with what deadlines are, but I'm hopefully this can be cleared up by somebody who follows this more. And I think it really should be Louis or Wei-Jen. Is that about right?
Which one?
The deadlines for getting papers in.
Well, that's basically, okay, well, normally you put in a deadline. We like to put in a deadline in somewhere mid-February. And then you are going to, most likely, it almost happens every year, the author will ask for the extension. So you basically build in a 2 weeks buffer over there. And then that is basically like this year, the let me see, the March 6th or towards the half cutoff date. So we put it February 22nd, ask the date for the due for submission, and then you put in a buffer.
Okay. Do you mind if I copy Louis on this one also?
Yeah, then basically, then after that, you download it, you prepare. Last time, Louis helped me to prepare the master copy. All right. So then we basically just we did the copy here.
Okay.
The next copy Louis prepared because it's basically it's searchable. Okay, it has the template, and then all the information are searchable. So we basically search that, and then we make the additional copy on campus.
Okay. Oh, that's a little bit more involved than I thought. I didn't know about the search issues. There's another part of this I also wanted to ask about, and it had to do with the fact that, at least for the E&H committee, a lot of these people, practical people, may not be the paper writing type. So how do we open up the possibility and affirm that if they want to do a presentation or a panel discussion or even a poster, how do we, should we?
So this is basically ICPS policy is a non-commercial. Okay, so I don't know when you open it to the firm, are we going to get into trouble? Okay. I know in pulp and paper, they did have the 15 minutes or 10 minutes presentation time slot, okay, for the manufacturer to talk about their product. However, no question asked.
Mm-hmm.
They just make a presentation, then that's it. So that was the pulp and paper format.
Okay. Well, that I'm glad to know that. That wasn't exactly what I was talking about, but I'm glad to know that. What I was talking about is, for example, most of our cost is tied up in labor, and I've got a lot of consternation among the engineering managers about whether or not, for example, I need to have the cable tray bonding done by a high or a low voltage electrician, or whether the pipe guy over at the telecommunications office, whether he's qualified to do the bonding to the cable tray. So that's an example of labor issues that can get, it doesn't, technically it's not difficult, but the amount of money involved in inspection and the difference in pay between the wire puller and the low voltage electrician is significant. So that's my way of saying I'd hope that we could approach labor costs, which I don't see a lot of in the IEEE universe, and yet twice the cost of everything everybody writes about in terms of products is tied up in labor. And I'd hoped, and maybe this is a bit of a learning curve for me, that some of the people who are running colleges and universities, and I'm thinking specifically of Ryan and Dan and a number of people, even the professors or the people who are running Lawrence Tech's electrical system, that they would present and say, you know, these are our labor issues, and these are the training required to deal with the training that is required to do this type of work. And those people will not write an IEEE paper in their life, but they're very knowledgeable and smart people. How do I reach out to them, or should I reach out to them?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm not quite sure how that particular area would work, because the technical sessions are based on presentation of papers, and then the last day we're looking at some sort of a maybe 1 or 2 half-day seminars.
So so we've reached the limit of what the traditional ICPS structure is.
Pretty much so. And but obviously the workshops you do have on the last day, like say if you had 2 half-day workshops in the morning, 2 half-day workshops in the afternoon, could be on varying subjects that might appeal to different audiences.
yeah, they do have a tutorial session, okay? And so from the other one you can do is, okay, we also can host a panel session.
Okay, so then maybe that's the solution. I mean, you can't do everything at once, and you can't, if we just wade into the idea that...
Like this time, if you look at 2015 in Calgary, I believe on Friday they have a lot of panel, the tutorial.
Okay, well then that, by the way, we did set up this back when, or earlier, some of our earlier, we were trying to estimate, so back during the earlier meetings, we did block out some idea of what it would, now that we have some dates, I suppose I should change this. So you're saying that we could do more workshops. I just stole this from one of the last conference. I think I took this from Texas, and so I can dust this one up a little bit, and so we can deal with some of those E&H workshops. We could actually get more people to stay for the workshops and the panel sessions. So, okay. I'm finite. I'd be happy to deal with some of these E&H issues in a workshop. But if you're going to have endure, if you want to, for the purpose of growing the membership, there's going to have to be a outreach to these younger people who are wearing many hats and may not be paper writers.
You also need attendees that are not paper writers, but people who they're interested in the sessions to listen to the presentation.
Yeah, that's right. It's important to remind me of that. I'm thinking about the content, but now you raised the point. Well, you've got to deliver it to somebody, right?
Yeah, you don't want to just have authors as audience. You want a feel for people to learn things, come to the workshops, and come to the sessions because they will gain something from that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's where now I would like to get to the people who are signing the travel vouchers for the attendees. So again, that's another reason why I'm moving ahead with this and getting the technical program out there. And I know not everybody around here does Twitter, but I can start populating this with ideas that are younger people who are in those positions. They might be 5 or 10 years into their career, and they have their Twitter and other social media is basically second nature to them by this time. And so I will do what I can to get a good audience. And I might be overconfident right now that I can get it. I could be overconfident. But if I'm right, there's going to be some conference, IEEE, there's going to be a number of IEEE organizations that'll be considerably richer if I succeed at this. So I guess that's 12 o'clock, guys, and everybody else can hear what we say, and so I think we moved things along. I always come away from these knowing what more I need to do more, but we are moving. It feels like we're moving at a fair clip now.
Yeah. I think we should probably, try to organize another
Face-to-face
meeting and try to get the main players there. We want Bill Moylan, Jim Harvey, Steve Townsend, Mike, you, and myself.
Again, that's me trying to say I'll help Jim get it organized.
Yeah.
But again, this is me rationing my time. I'll do all your web work. I'll do all your teleconferencing, and I will be at all of the face-to-face meetings. But I feel that Jim and Bill are still the chairman of this,
sure.
And I'll defer to their tenure.
Yeah, and I guess it's just a matter of just putting out a word, suggesting that we have another face-to-face meeting and let them organize it.
Okay. So let me just do that right now. Because if I walk away from this desk, I will never get it. It's important. We'll still have these in the morning tomorrow. Moylan, I do it at the risk of. They may not have all the time that they want to do all this. So I'll just say I'll copy you guys, so I use this character string to identify all my correspondence. Before I die, I hope to stop transposing. I think it's a brain. I think I'm starting to lose my brain. When is next face-to-face meeting? I'll say, hi guys. Can we plan ahead for another face-to-face or call? Thanks. Okay. Is that enough for half an hour? I think we will.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Anything, Wei-Jen?
Oh,
Okay.